If you're standing in the middle of a power outage, trying to keep the fridge running, the kids' tablets charged, and the lights on for a little bit of normalcy, you're probably looking for a solution that won't make you second-guess every plug you flip. You want something you can set up without a PhD in engineering, that will actually hold up when you need it, and that won't feel like you threw money into a high-tech black hole. That's the kind of hesitation I hear from a lot of people when they start Googling portable power station for home backup. The risk isn't just buying a unit that looks impressive on paper, it's ending up with a box that drains faster than it charges, or one that needs a whole generator just to keep a few lights on. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Today we are taking a deep dive into the Anker SOLIX F3000, the big boy of the portable power station world. It's marketed as a 3072WH 6000W rapid recharge unit that can run a whole house in a pinch. And it does some things really well. But it also has a few hidden trade-offs that only become clear once you start thinking about where you'll actually plug it in, how you'll recharge it, and what you expect it to handle on a daily basis. First off, let's talk about who this thing is really for. If you're a full-time RVer who lives off-grid at least a few weeks a year, or a homeowner in a region that gets frequent, multi-day blackouts, the SOLIX F3000 makes sense. Its 3 kWh starting capacity means you could run a standard refrigerator, a couple of lights, and a small TV for several hours without tapping into a generator. The 6000W pass-through charging is a game-changer when you have a generator, or a robust solar array at hand. You can hook the unit up to a generator, start a load, and the battery will keep filling while you draw power. In a real-world scenario, I've seen families with a generator of 7 kilowatts use it to keep the SOLIX F3000 topped off while still powering the house, and the unit's internal management system actually blocks the generator from overspooling, which saves fuel. On the flip side, if you're just looking for a way to charge a phone or a laptop on a weekend hike, this is overkill. The unit itself weighs around 80 pounds, so lugging it to a campsite is not a casual affair. Even a compact portable station like the Jackety 1500WH would provide plenty of juice for a small trailer. In short, the SOLIX F3000 is best suited for permanent or semi-permanent setups. Think a garage bench where you keep it connected to a solar array or a generator, rather than a backpack for a day trip. Now, let's break down the practical strengths. The most noticeable is the ultra-fast 6000W recharging capability. When you pair this with a decent solar panel, Anker advertises up to 2400W of solar input, you could theoretically refill a full 3 kWh battery in a little over 2 hours of strong sun. In a test I followed on a forum, a user with 1800W of solar-rated panels reported about 45 minutes to get from 20% to 80% capacity, which is impressive for a system this size. This matters when a storm rolls in and you have only a limited window of sunshine before clouds close in. Another solid point is the pass-through power of 3600W. That means you can run heavy loads like a 2500W air conditioner or an electric heater while the battery continues to charge from a generator or solar. The unit's internal inverter doesn't shut down as soon as you exceed the battery's current draw, because it smooths the transition between the source and the load. For anyone who has tried to power an AC unit with a smaller battery, you know how quickly the system can dip and cut off. The SOLIX's ability to handle that jump without a hiccup is a practical safety net during those cold snaps. From a value perspective, the real money saver is the Power Smarter, Save More feature, which is really an adaptive charging algorithm. It monitors the input source and decides whether to divert the incoming power straight to the load, store it, or do a mix of both. In a situation where you have a generator running at 6000W, the unit will prioritize keeping the battery topped off while still feeding the house, which reduces the fuel burn per kilowatt-hour compared to a generator that's constantly throttling up and down. That algorithm isn't something you can see on a spec sheet, But multiple user videos show the unit maintaining a stable output while the generator fluctuates, which is a concrete benefit for anyone on a tight fuel budget. There are some practical weaknesses you need to be aware of. First, the solar charging claim of 2400W is theoretical. You need an equivalent solar array to hit that number, and most residential roofs won't have that much panel real estate without a major investment. If you're relying on a standard 300W rooftop panel, you'll be looking